weird looking. That ain't a base. That is, it's a bifurcate base. Real rough bifurcate base. All right, we're back out here tonight in a different spot. Just kayaking down the river, see if we couldn't find anything good. Been a pretty slow night. I didn't think I was going to get a video started. Right in here by this log, I just picked up this really worked out piece. Just a utilized flake, but it's worked all over. And we found some small debitage, but nothing major. But I'll throw that down there into the pile and get the night started. Hopefully we got a few 100 yards down through here that are really good. There'll be something just laying out on the surface. I was doing a sift through here around where Douglas found his gorget, and I got a weird piece. Let me get the focus. It's worked right through there, but like nowhere else. Really weird. Maybe just fashioned it for a little knife and kept going. Maybe it was a bigger piece and it's just all super busted, and that cortex is throwing me off. But super well worked right through there. So we got 2 for this evening. Nothing too fancy, but better than goose egging. We'll get it over here on the boat and then might do 1 or 2 more sifts in here. Oh, I think it's gonna be our last sift. I found some okay stuff in it. A little piece of debitage. I found a piece that looks like a notched piece. And it looks worked on this side, but it's like a uniface. I don't know what to make of that. It looks like it's obviously notched. I'll get a closer look at it when we get home. Then I found this tiny little old man in the mud. Like a little porcelain thing. That's a pretty neat little find right there. I haven't found anything like that before. But I'm starting to get tired. The sun's going down. I'm starting to get hungry too, so we're gonna head back home and we'll show you everything that we found. Right, I found something good on the way back. See those 3 there? Little nutting stone. And then there's 3 on that side. That's a heck of a nice nutter right there. Packing stone, whatever you want to call it. I almost missed that. We came in here, like I said, coming back, you'll always look twice. You'll always find good stuff on the way back. We didn't find too much else. We're going to go up here and search spots on the way back. We always tend to find a little something on the way back, so maybe we'll find another piece, but we're gonna call it a night. It was a short hunt. The water came up on me while we were out here. It was down to a respectable amount where I could look on these mud flats in here, but then it rose like 3 or 4 inches on the way here and while I got out. But when the water goes back down, we'll come in here because this place has a lot of promise. Alrighty, we're back down at the river today. I didn't think I was going to start a video because it's really mudded in. And on the way back, I noticed that tip just sitting right there on top. Up that in your pocket. And then we also got a nice little crankbait off camera. But I didn't think we were going to see much at all in here. It's still really mudded in from the floods early this year. That goes to show you always keep your eye to the ground on the way back. We're almost done. And there's the only other find of the day so far. A little piece of cord marked pottery. We'll throw it in the pocket. Yeah, try to keep our eyes peeled, but I don't think we're going to find too much else. It's pretty muddy down here. Alright, see what it is. Some kind of base. Something worked. That's weird looking. That ain't a base. That is, it's a bifurcate base. Real rough bifurcate base. Woo! This is a spot my uncle used to love to come into. My Uncle Bobby passed away last year. And he didn't know that it had been developed. We still come in here. We find stuff from time to time. But right in here close to this, all these rock stuff, I've never found anything but flint shards. That's cool we found that. What you got there, bub? That little piece of flint. I'll have to keep our eyes peeled in here. It's pretty good stuff, apparently. Alrighty, we're out here another day on the river. We've had pretty good luck lately. We got a lot of videos in the queue for y'all to watch. And we thought we'd pick a new spot that we don't know whether we'd have any good luck or not in, because we haven't really looked for artifacts before. I wanted to come out and do a little exploration. Hopefully we can find something good. If not, at least hopefully we can find something fun. So we're going to get the kayaks in the water. We're going to do a little rowing around and see if we can't find anything good. Oh, you're gonna hit some waves. All right, we haven't had much action today. We've been going down through here. We found a couple of beds that has some fired rock in the mud down through here. There's a huge cliff, but for a really long time we had nothing down through here. I found a couple pieces of flint down in there. Here a few yards back, Douglas actually found some kind of work piece. I think it's a Fort Ancient preform. They always have those weird little eccentrics on the edges that kind of get napped down and serrated. At least that's what I think it is. I always find these in my Fort Ancient site. I always just assume they're triangle preforms. But that's pretty cool. We got one find there. We'll throw it in there and keep moving down. Hopefully we'll find something even better too. One of the things that impedes artifacts from getting into the water is a lot of these places throw cement into the hillsides to keep it from kind of deteriorating from erosion. Not necessarily a bad thing, but a lot of places you can't even get down to the shore. It just drops right off into the water. It's kind of deep. You got to pass these places to get to some of your places though sometime. That's part of the journey. Alright, I'm on puppy duty right now. She just peed on my desk. I had to clean it up. You're a good puppy though. You didn't mean to do it, huh? Alright, we got our stuff from these last two hunts we went on. They weren't bad little hunts. That first one I went on the kayak, I didn't find anything too crazy. I got this uniface piece that looks really worked though. You can see that on each side it looks like that. And it almost has these two holes like a notch. I've never seen a piece like that. It's really weird. Hold it up a little bit. You can see the light's terrible down here tonight. But that one had a little working on one side there. But I don't think it's anything, just a beginning of a utilized flake. This one is a point. It's hard to tell, but because it's just a busted, it looks busted. You can see the cortex on that side. But if you look at that, you could tell it's napped. And then on that side, you could tell too. I don't know if it was a busted piece that still had the cortex on the outside and it just kind of broke real weird. It kind of like spiral fractured through there. And then that's all I could find was that worked side, or if maybe it was just a utilized flake, but it's definitely an artifact. But then Douglas went in with us and we found these two pieces here. This is just a busted tip. Like a busted tip, puppy? And Douglas found the piece of the day there is old bifurcate, but the top's bust off. I couldn't tell what it was because if you look at it, it's the way it's fractured makes it look uneven, because you want to flatten it out in your head, and then you just see these four pieces sticking out. You're like, what is this? But then you realize it's kind of a diagonal fracture, and it's just the bottom to a bifurcate point. A bunch of debitage and flint in there. The coolest find is this little old man. I was doing a little bit of sifting and he just popped up in the sifter. I don't know what he is. Something like a little babushka, if that's a cowboy hat or what's going on. Might just find somewhere for him to sit. Shave the bottom of him off so he sits right. His little catty corner. But that was a neat little find. It's a pretty good little set of hunts here, and we come out with some good stuff. Puppy, don't you eat them. I'm going to get this stuff put up before she gets into it. She picked this one up the other day when we laid it on the couch, and she tried to drag it off. So she's really falling to points herself. Maybe one day we'll take her to the river with us. But till next time, appreciate everybody watching. Happy hunting. Have a good one.